Welcome to another couple of days from my recent trip to Switzerland, this time around the picturesque lakefront city of Luzern. I stayed at the beautiful Mandarin Oriental Palace, which is located just 5 minutes walking from the city center along the lake and with amazing views to the mountains all around. The hotel is opened just 2 years ago and it has this grand hotel classic style, but totally redone with modern yet very elegant interiors. It is a perfect city hotel option with excellent service, 3 beautiful restaurants, one of which with a Michelin star, and a Japanese restaurant with only 8 seats that offers a very intimate experience between the guests and the chef. With a wellness area including sauna, steam bath, massage area and fitness room, it is the perfect retreat after a day exploring Lucerne and the area around it. We stayed at a lakeview room with balcony. The room itself was very spacious with an impeccable decoration and style, but feeling very homey at the same time. As you would expect from a Mandarin Oriental hotel, we were welcomed with a bottle of champagne and a few delicious treats, besides having at our disposal a wide array of complimentary and extra options available too. Additionally, we had a couple of postcards at our disposal too, and I always love collecting these. But the absolute best part of our bedroom was the very spacious balcony with the most wonderful views of the lake surrounded by Mount Pilatus and the whole Alps, while boats came and went to and from Lucerne. After settling in, we sat outside enjoying the views over a glass of champagne and delighting at the delicious pastries and chocolates left for us. We spent a great deal of time just relaxing with views to this amazing scenery, as the sun made its way to sink behind Lucerne, and people walked along the waterfront promenade under the golden canopies of the trees, and the boats languidly cut the calm surface of the lake. After getting ready for dinner, we went down to eat at their Luzern bar and brasserie, the main restaurant at the hotel with a relaxed and laid-back environment, and got a table by the window, watching as people passed by. After starting with a light yet delicious finely cut tomato carpaccio and a bowl of herb hummus with crunchy veggies on the side, we then had a warm and comforting mushroom risotto and a very Swiss feel pastelli. We then finished by sharing a chocolate fondant with raspberry sauce, a classic dessert but impeccably made, with which you can never go wrong. After a very nice dinner, we got back to our room and enjoyed a bit more of the views before going to bed. The following day, the skies were perfectly clear, and the early autumn colors of the lake and the mountains around it were so vibrant. After getting ready for the day, we went down for breakfast served in the spaces of the brasserie and Japanese restaurants, with a vast selection of breads, pastries, savory options, cheeses and cold cuts, nuts, and sweetened options that cater to everyone's preferences. Once finished, we went around exploring the common areas of the hotel and admiring the beautiful decoration and lounging areas before going out to explore Lucerne. The city center of Lucerne is right at the end of this lakefront promenade, and the walk there was one of the highlights of this morning of exploration, with the most amazing views and people relaxing while sitting at the facing the lake benches, walking their dogs, or even playing pétanque. Right at the city center, you will hardly miss the very flowery Kapellbrücke Bridge, one of the oldest wooden covered bridges in Europe, with its iconic diagonal path across the river and its stone water tower near the south bank of the river Reuss. From any point along the bridge, you can get beautiful views of the city to both margins of the river, with small squares and restaurant terraces along the river and the church towers peeking from behind the roofs. It is worth spending a whole morning or afternoon exploring the city historical center, crossing between its north and south banks, and admiring the beautiful medieval architecture of its buildings and some of its finely painted facades. Additionally, as you are in Switzerland, you will surely find yourself going in and out of many different chocolate stores, and before you noticed, you'll have a bag full of a variety of flavors and shapes, perfect to offer friends and family back home. After a quick lunch in town, we went back to the hotel before heading to our afternoon activity, a climb to the Mount Pilatus. We climbed up to Mount Pilatus via the cogwheel train that you catch at Alpnachstadt, with beautiful views of the lake below and the mountains around you. To get to Alpnachstadt, you can take the car, the train from Luzern, or even the ferry boat, but you can also climb to the top via cable car line from the north side of Mount Pilatus. You can find all the details on how to get here and my best tips to make the most of this experience on my guide to the Swiss Alps in the description box below. Once you are up there, you will find a hotel and a few restaurants, which can make for a great meal with the most amazing panoramic views. I do recommend exploring the area thoroughly and climbing to the very top where the views are the most incredible. On a beautiful day like this, there are very few other places in the Swiss Alps that offer such a breathtaking 360 views. I will leave you to contemplate the views as they speak for themselves. After a couple of hours at the top, we took the cogwheel train back down to go back to the hotel as we had an afternoon tea scheduled. We arrived just as the landscape was turning fully golden, which paired perfectly with the mood of our afternoon tea. After starting with a glass of champagne, we had the most delicious couple of hours tasting the different savory pastry bits and sandwiches, all made with very local flavors, watching as people walked by the lake in front of the hotel. Then came the sweet part, always my favorite, and as this is Switzerland, besides the mandatory scones, it came with a wonderful display of different chocolate-based treats, also very delicious. Thank you for watching my stay in Lucerne and at the beautiful Mandarin Oriental Palace. If you haven't watched last week's video, where I cover another beautiful hotel in the Swiss Alps, make sure to check it out, and don't forget to subscribe to see more of my videos exploring beautiful hotels around Europe.